What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to the penultimate episode of Moriarty the Patriot. This one's titled The Two Detectives Act 1, so we're going to have another multi-parter here. And I say penultimate episode, yes, next week will be episode 11, but the way this show is being split is episode 11 will be the last part of the first core of the show. We'll then be on break for winter 2021, and then in spring, around about April time, we will be starting with the next 13 episodes of the second core of this show. Which is why partly this has become a Patreon picture-in-picture reaction this season, because I know I will be continuing it into the spring, so that's why there's a picture-in-picture version available on Patreon. Just £4 a month gets you access to that, and you can find that in the description below. Anyway, last time we finished up a study in S, solving Count Dreber's murder. So Count Dreber was a rapist and get lower class women and end up bribing them and just using them as sexual pleasure, essentially. Until the one woman that we met, Lucy, well, we didn't meet, but we had a wedding ring of someone called Lucy in the Count's possession. And so it makes sense that the perpetrator would be the husband of Lucy as an act of revenge. And that fits all the criteria that we needed, a larger man, and we have other evidence as well that we got the name Hope for, and surprise, surprise, his name's Jefferson Hope, and it all just coincides really nicely. And then, just like in the BBC series as well, he's the driver of the cab that they get onto, and he reveals it. It's like, oh yeah, that was you, wasn't it, Jefferson? And just brilliant, as per usual. And yeah, he used the homeless to aid him on that. In this case, they're children. I don't remember what they were in the original stories, if they were the homeless kids. In the BBC one, I think they're not kids, if I remember correctly. I don't think they use kids. They might have used them in some cases, but I don't think it was specifically said it was homeless kids. Mainly because that's set in more modern day, and having homeless kids would be seen as a really, really bad thing. So they just use normal homeless people, apparently, because that somehow makes it better. I don't know. Anyway, we then have the ultimatum of, if Holmes actually shoots Jefferson, then Fred, who is waiting up on top after stealing the ring, after being given the ring, after they advertised for it and wanted to bring in that person and someone connected with it as their already evidence, said, oh, you kill me, he'll tell you exactly who's organizing all this, who's the mastermind behind it. And in typical fashion, Holmes is like, yeah, it's not the answer that's important to him, it's the chase and the deduction. That's what he lives for. That's where he gets his enjoyment, his high, essentially, is from looking into these things and trying to dissect them and everything like that. So that's what he does. So yeah, with that and turning him in, Moriarty here has now deemed him to be a worthy nemesis, and we are now moving on to our next act. Now, I don't know if we're going to be having a more Sherlock focus like we did last time with Study in S. Like, Study in S was all Sherlock and Watson, and then we cut to little scenes of Moriarty where appropriate. I don't know how this one's going to go. I mean, two detectives makes me think, well, obviously we're going to be focusing on Sherlock, detective, unless we're also going to include Lestrade, maybe a Lestrade story, or Watson's going to be the new detective, or what? Maybe Mycroft? Maybe we're going to get Mycroft Holmes in already? I don't think so, though. Like, Mycroft has not featured in... Yeah, there was no Mycroft in the OP, as far as I'm aware. So I don't think they're going to introduce Mycroft here. I think it might just be Sherlock and Watson at that point. But I guess we'll see. Anyway, let's get the episode up here as per usual. These are timer-based reactions here on YouTube. Obviously, I can't do picture-in-picture here. So if you want picture-in-picture, Patreon is the place to go. Link to that is in the description. But yeah, this is a time-based format reaction here. At the bottom left of the screen, you're going to see a timer. I'll count you down 3, 2, 1, play. Then I'll play, you start the episode, I start the episode, and we will be in sync. Watch this one on Funimation as per usual, since that's who's licensed it this season. We have the Bandai Visual logo to start, and then the Funimation logo. So around about 12 seconds of logos to start. I'll call them out as I go past, and you can also use the screen flash on my face or the mic to tell when the scenes are transitioning, just to help you sync up a little bit better. But yeah, picture-in-picture versions will be perfectly synced up as per usual. So enjoy those if you're part of my Patreon. Anyway, with all that said, let's get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Bandai Visual. And Funimation. Cheers to that. Long fade in. There we go. Oh, we're back at this scene then. Why are we redoing this? It's a good slide, honestly. On rough cobble like that. Wait, what? Is this his inner fantasy, his dream? It was a dream, okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Repeat time. So has he got his own internal battle of suppressing it? That would be interesting. He wants to know so badly, but he also wants to limit himself to not go that extra step to make him a criminal. Lovely OP. Here we go. 2 Detectives Acts 1. Back at Baker Street, I assume. So much writing. Yep. More interesting cases that he wants. He's probably getting bored of some of these cases, though. Because nothing's living up to that same chase. He wants a big case. They're not the ones he seeks. There will be one for you, don't worry. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mhm. Flaming fuses? Is that real brand? Probably not. I like the smoke effects. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Why plan those crimes? The only consistent thing is they're both higher class. I like the little shaky cam you got there. The smoke filling the room, I love it. It's a little over exaggerated, but I still love it. I love this style. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Oof. What if you actually shot him? Yeah, he's gonna shoot, isn't he? Holy shit. Love it. Now, Mrs. Hudson, please complain about the wall. She's got the frying pan. I love it. I love her. What did he shoot? Oh, hi, Lestrade. uh, and he's noticed that it's always aristocrats. Mm-hmm. Why can't I arrest you? Okay. Okay. He's going to investigate it. Mm-hmm. Now, they're meant to meet Sherlock and Moriarty again at some point here. Wasn't it just like, I love him. It's a nice view. I don't specifically know what building that is, but I don't know if that's a specific mansion in the UK or not. Okay, base of an oak tree. He wants there so badly to be some connection. Off to London. Just leaves. Hmm. Yeah. Already a rift in these two. Oof. I mean, whoa. In front of the train to get in his face, okay. Back to London we go. And this is when he's going to meet. And that's Watson. All looks good. I love that they're using the big Yorkshire pudding as well. Love it. He spotted Moriarty, didn't he? Yep, he spotted the Moriartys. What were they doing here? Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this. What were they doing here? Were they up to something? Were they involved in this this death? Totally happening. Nice. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Right, it's only 2 cases. That's yes. As a professor, that would be. No, it's actually from. Mm-hmm. But you want it to. Oh yeah. Oh really? Is that also part of the plan? Really? He actually said it. What does he say? I have no idea. Mm-hmm. Okay, so right. Interesting. Nicely played. Not saying yes, not saying no. I'm sure it would be. Nice. I love it. Joke. You don't even know. Oh? Something gonna happen on the train? And that's why they were here, probably? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Well, obviously. That amount of blood? Hmm. Okay. It's all a game to him. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. God, I love this. I love this. So good. These two interacting is brilliant. I love their scenes together. Like, this is only really the second scene they've had together, but my god, they play off each other so well. Which is perfect, because they are like-minded. Well, to an extent they're like-minded. They both have the deductive and intellect and cunning and everything to do everything they do. And ultimately, you can't say Moriarty has bad intentions. His goal is net positive. Just gotta break a few eggs to make an omelette, as they say. Or does it crack a few eggs to make an omelette? I don't care. You break eggs, crack eggs, do whatever to the eggs. You still gotta use them to make an omelette. Alright, next time, part 2. No scenes either. Don't get any information. Alright. God, that was good. That was so good. I loved it. I love their interactions together. It's perfect. It really is. Okay. So, locked room mystery. Someone was hurt from a locked carriage, and then someone else was also hurt from a locked carriage, this time being Watson. So, it's a double attack. Potentially, Watson was trying to intervene or discover something or heard something and then was targeted for that. Clearly, he wasn't the actual target. I get the feeling that was a side condition to motivate Holmes or test Holmes in some other way. But I think it's going to be pretty clear that the person targeted is going to be an aristocrat. I think. I mean, it would make sense. Explains why they're here on the train. And why we met up like this. I wonder if Moriarty, knowing that he would think to just search for any recent aristocrat deaths, knew that there was an aristocrat that had died of natural causes. Maybe it wasn't natural causes, maybe he instigated it to get Holmes here, and then get them on the train so that he could win. I think this is all planned by Moriarty, and if so, is absolutely genius to have all this line up as well, which would be absolutely incredible. Also, something I just noticed is that Irene Adler is listed as a supporting character for this show. I just want to point that out. I don't think she's going to appear in this season, because next week's the finale, and this is not an Irene Adler story as far as I'm aware. But Irene Adler and Mycroft are both listed in this, so it would make sense that maybe in part 2 we're going to get Irene Adler and Mycroft, which would be great, because I want to see how they do Mycroft in this as well, and how they interpret Irene Adler as well. It's going to be some good stories out of that. But for now, Moriarty and Holmes interacting is just brilliant. I absolutely love their interactions together. And just the way they have that scene is like, they both acknowledge that, okay, we might actually know, but obviously we don't. Like, oh, we don't know, but we kind of know. It's like, that playfulness to it is just brilliant. Just the general tone of their interactions as well. Love it. Okay, so who the hell did this, and how did they do this? Was there a Sherlock story on a train? There was the bomb. Well, there was a bomb on a train. That was one from the BBC show. Was there ever a Sherlock story where he was on a train? I don't think so. I don't think there was any specific... No, I don't think there was any specific Sherlock story that took place on a train. They might be adapting another form of locked room mystery, but just putting on a train for the sake of this, but I don't think this is really based on any story. At least I can't think of one that it's based on, so those of you who actually know Sherlock a bit more than me may be able to answer that. But another fantastic episode. I'm not ready for this to be over, but this is going to be one hell of a good finale, I think, here. And, well, mid-season finale, because we will be back in April for part 2 of this, and I'm very excited for that. So we will have more Moriarty and Sherlock content, which is fantastic, but it might be a while after next week. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed that one as much as I did. Leave a like if you did, as per usual, so it helps grow the channel. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well to see next week's episode, which will be the finale, as well as the rest of the full 2020 lineup you can find on my channel. We will be continuing this, obviously, in April, like I said. And if you're watching this on catch-up, don't forget that I do have this series on Patreon. All episodes of this are going to be available in picture-in-picture format on Patreon, just £4 a month to get access to that. And then, obviously, part 2 of this core will be doing the exact same thing in the future. So thank you everyone for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.